Work ethic is an attitude of determination and dedication towards one's job. It is a set of values based on the ideals of discipline and hard work. Building a strong work ethic will allow a person to train themselves so that hard work is almost automated. Forming good habits such as focusing, staying motivated, finishing tasks immediately, and more helps to create a good work ethic that can impress employers. Those with strong work ethic has a higher value on their profession and is an important part of being successful in a career. In this video, we will learn that ethics are fundamentally the modus operandi of activity in any work or task, where one keeps in mind the synergy and harmony of co-workers involved in an organization, which simply implies one's manner with respect to others and towards work.
Definition of work. Work is an exertion or effort directed to produce or accomplish something, either labor, toil. It is also a productive or operative activity. Another meaning of work is to be employed, especially as a means of earning one's livelihood. In the Bible, God created Adam and Eve in His own image, and part of that image is the image of a worker. Saint Thomas Aquinas was the greatest of the scholastic philosophers. He produced a comprehensive synthesis of Christian theology and Aristotelian philosophy. Saint Thomas Aquinas is also known for writing commentaries examining the principles of natural philosophy, espoused in Aristotle's writings, on the heavens, meteorology, on generation and corporation, and others. Thomas Aquinas enumerates 4 purposes of work in his treatise entitled Summa Theologica. The first one is it provides for one's daily livelihood. The second, it prevents idleness, which is a source of any evils. The third, it curbs the rebellious flesh. And the last one, the fourth one, is it enables man to give alms from his material surplus.
The human perspective of work. As a human beings, work defines us as who we are and what our standing in the society is. We engage in work to satisfy our multifaceted needs, such as earning a living, building and creating, developing our values, satisfying our egos and building our self-esteem, creating a social identity and relating to other individuals and groups, and gaining independence. On the societal scale, work organizes societies by often creating social structures and classes. Importance of good work ethic. Those with a strong work ethic have inculcated principles that guides them in their work behavior. This leads them to consistent higher productivity without any prodding that many require to stay on track. Individuals with a good work ethic are usually very productive people who work at a faster pace. They regularly accomplish more work and more quickly than those who lack of work ethic, for they do not quit until the work which they are tasked is completed. Cooperative work can be highly beneficial in a business entity. Individuals with a good work ethic knows this very well. They understand the usefulness of cooperation. A great example of this is a teamwork, for they often put an extensive amount of effort into working well with others.
How to develop a good work ethics. The employment market is now so competitive that if one doesn't have a good work ethics, then employers do not bat an eyelid about looking for someone who meets their firm's requirement. There are steps on how to develop a good work ethics. First step, be professional about your work. Professionalism is beyond the clean shirt, for it includes one's values, attitude, and demeanor. Practice being cordial and positive. Know how to communicate constructively and positively. Respect others and develop a reputation for having integrity, meaning honesty, fairness, and consistency in what you do and say. Reliability and honesty. Work ethic is more than completing long hours, for its foundation is integrity. To develop integrity, one can act the same when people are not watching you as when they are and perform consistently at the same level of quality. Be conscientious. Be honest in all things. Honesty isn't a business policy, it is a state of mind. A work ethics is fundamental to success at anything, plus it makes you a valuable employee. Everyone can work fast, but few will deliver best quality outputs with few mistakes. Keep everything in an organized so you can retrieve this easily to get on with the essential task. Be consistent in delivering good quality work and earn good reputation. Second step, manage your time. To manage your time, you must first know your strengths and weaknesses, including potential distractions so you can avoid them. Second, set your deadlines for delivering even small tasks. Third, prioritize tasks and set the most important ones in the morning. Fourth, avoid procrastination. And for the last one, avoid negative talk and gossips. For the third step, keep a balance and deliver consistent high-performance work. You can do sport, sleep well, and socialize. And for the last step on how to develop good work ethics is develop good work habits. To develop good work habits, you must first create and learn habits, valuing punctuality, valuing time, working smarter but not harder. Second, the do it now habit. Never leave till tomorrow what can be accomplished today. Third, the do it right habit. A disciplined habit makes a difference in the long term. Don't try to break bad habits. And for the last, the other good habits. Concentration is the ability to stay on a task until it is completed by working in a straight line to get from where one is without distraction or diversion to the destination, completion of the work.
Core elements of a strong work ethics. Honesty. Take credit where due and own up to your failures. Be honest about your success and failures. Integrity. Do not let people down. Try to fulfill your commitments and be consistent in your thoughts, action, and behavior. Impartiality or fairness. Be fair to all. Do not practice favoritism. Treat everyone as equals. Alertness. Be aware of what is happening around and keep an eye on things. Openness. Being secretive is counterproductive. Respect for others. It shows one values others' individual worth and contributes to a professional's well-being as well as their team success or failure. Reliability and dependability means being punctual for works and meetings, delivering assignments within budget and on schedule. Determination. Obstacles cannot stop you as they are a challenge to be overcome. Accept responsibility personally for one's action and outcomes in all situations. Plus, avoid excuses when work does not proceed as planned. Admitting mistakes or oversights are used as a learning curve and will not be repeated again. Confidentiality. Any confidential information of documents you have should remain confidential. Responsibility. Take responsibility for your thoughts, action, behavior, and work. Legality. Always work within the legal boundaries. Do not break or twist the law to fit your agenda. Competence. Improve your performance and competence by constantly learning and including the new learning into your work. Professionalism. From how one dresses and presents oneself in the business world to how others are treated, professionalism is such a very broad category that it encompasses all the elements of the work ethic. Humility. Acknowledge others' contribution and share credit for successes. Initiative. Do not be afraid to put forth your ideas or volunteer for work.
How to enjoy work and create spiritual values. Number 1. Practice the golden rule. 2. Guard your mouth. 3. Stop the green jokes. 4. Practice the ethical behavior. 5. Learn to forgive. 6. Be generous. 7. Respect superiors and co-workers. 8. Be considerate. 9. Perform your work and fulfill your duties to the best of your ability. 10. Be grateful. 11. Do not bring the problems at home to the workplace or vice versa. 12. Be an inspiration to others. 13. Read the Bible every day. 14. Develop a personal relationship with God. And lastly, number 15. Smile and enjoy your work. Knowing something is not enough, you have to put it in practice.
Good governance. Good governance is essential to economic growth, political stability, and security of an organization. Good governance is front runners to an improved organization benefits in present work. It accelerates economic growth as well as promoting the work condition of everybody in the organization. What does governance mean? Governance can be defined as the system by which entities are directed and controlled. It is concerned by structured process for decision making, accountability, control, and behavior at the top of entity. Governance influences how an organization objectives set and achieved, how risks monitored and addressed, and how performance is optimized.
Good governance at the enterprise level provides the necessary and responsibility and practice to ensure benefits realization, optimize resources, and optimize risk while ensure an organization is compliant with local laws and regulation and providing value to stakeholders. Important to have a good governance help you to always act in the best interest of the business. More specifically, it can improve the performance of your business, help it become more stable and productive, and unlock new opportunities. It can reduce risk and enable faster and safer growth. It can also improve reputation and foster trust. The purpose of governance ensure everyone in an organization follows appropriate and transparent decision-making process and that the interests of all stakeholders, shareholders, managers, employees, suppliers, customers, among others, are protected.
In government, good governance is an approach to government that is committed to creating a system founded in justice and peace that protects individuals' human rights and civil liberties. According to the United Nations, good governance is measured by 8 factors. Number 1. Participation requires that all groups, particularly those most vulnerable, have direct or representative access to the systems of government. Number 2. Rule of law is exemplified by impartial legal systems that protect the human rights and civil liberties of all citizens, particularly minorities. Number 3. Transparency means that citizens understand and have access to the means and manner in which decisions are made. Number 4. Responsiveness simply involves that institutions respond to their stakeholders within a reasonable time frame. Number 5. Consensus-oriented is demonstrated by an agenda that seeks to mediate between the many different needs, perspectives, and expectations of a diverse citizenry. Number 6. Equity and inclusiveness depends on ensuring that all the members of a community feel included and empowered to improve or maintain their well-being. Number 7. Effectiveness and efficiency is developed through the sustainable use of resources to meet the needs of a society. And last, number 8, accountability refers to the institutions being ultimately accountable to the people and one another.
Basic duties of employers. Part 1. To provide and maintain so far as reasonably practicable a working environment that is safe and without risk to health. Part 2. Without in any way limiting Part 1, the employer must A. Provide and maintain safe the plant such as machinery, tools, and system of work. B. Ensure that the use, handling, storage, and transport of plant and substances like chemical is safe and without risk to health. C. Ensure that the workplace under his control is safe and without risk to health. D. Provide adequate facilities such as washrooms, toilets, lockers, dining areas, first aid, and etc. E. Provide as much information, instructions, training, and supervision to the workers so that they can work safely. Basic duties of workers. While at work, a worker must take reasonable care for their own health and safety. 2. Take reasonable care for the health and safety of others. 3. Comply with any reasonable instructions, policies, and procedure given by their employer, business, or controller of the workplace. Worker must follow any reasonable health and safety instructions from their employer. It is important that the worker must work safely, follow instructions, ask if they're not sure how to safely perform the work,
use personal protective equipment or PPE in the way they were trained and instructed to use it, report injuries and unsafe and unhealthy situations to supervisor or to health and safety representative or HSR.